Alright team, here are the symptoms. Ulcerative colitis, cerebral vasculitis, and cervicitis.
Based on those symptoms, I think it could be an autoimmune disease affecting multiple organs.
I'm leaning towards a neurological disorder, possibly related to inflammation of blood vessels in the brain.
I'm considering a potential infection or inflammation in the reproductive system causing the cervicitis.
It's a tough call, but I think we should run some more tests before making a final diagnosis.
Enough guessing. It's difficus, and we need to act fast. The patient must undergo astrogalectomy.
But that's a risky procedure, Hawks. Are you sure about this?
I'm not so sure either, Hawks. Maybe we should explore other treatment options first.
I agree with the team, Hawks. Astrogalectomy is a drastic measure.
Damn it. I'm the doctor here and I know what's best for the patient. Prepare for astrogalectomy. Now, you called me in here, Tracy. What's the problem?
Hawks, I heard you want to perform an astrogalectomy on your patient. Are you sure this is the right course of action?
Of course I'm sure. The patient has diabetes and this is the only solution.
Hawks, I respect your years of experience, but you've been wrong before. Remember the incident with Mrs. Jenkins?
That was one mistake. I can't be right all the time, Tracy.
I just want to make sure we're making the best decision for the patient. Let's discuss this further before proceeding.
I don't need to discuss further. I know what's best for my patient, Tracy. Trust me on this.
Leslie, we have a serious problem. The patient is in critical condition after the astrogalectomy. It wasn't the right treatment for dipigus.
All in all, that's terrible. We need to focus on stabilizing the patient first. Hawks can wait.
But how am I going to break this news to him? He was so sure about this procedure.
Let's not jump to conclusions. We'll figure it out. Right now, the priority is saving the patient.
How could you all be so reckless? You nearly killed the patient with your incompetence.
We did our best with the information we had, Hawks.
Maybe if you had been more involved in the diagnostic process, this could have been avoided.
I still believe we made the right call based on the symptoms presented.
We can't always predict every outcome, Hawks. It's not all on us.
You call this a proper diagnosis? You might as well have diagnosed them with a hangnail. Incompetent fools, all of you. I need some air before I lose my mind even further dealing with the likes of you. Figure it out and don't mess up again. I can't shake this feeling that I'm missing something crucial with Mrs. Henderson's case.
You seem really caught up in this. How are things outside of work?
Honestly, I haven't had much time for anything else lately. And I think I might have just had a breakthrough.
That's great to hear, Hawks. So what's the diagnosis?
I'll have to run some tests to confirm, but I believe it's a rare autoimmune disorder. I need to go check on Mrs. Henderson right away.
Wait, where are you going? What about our lunch?
Sorry, Johnson. Duty calls. I'll catch up with you later. I've got it. We're dealing with epidermolysis bullosa simplex here. Not dipigus as previously thought.
Hawks, what are you doing storming in here without proper gear?
This is a sterile environment. You can't just barge in like that.
Hawks, you're risking infection for both yourself and the patient.
Listen, dipigus didn't fit. I did more research and it all pointed to epidermolysis bullosa simplex.
What's the prognosis for epidermolysis bullosa then?
The prognosis is challenging, but with proper care and treatment, it can be manageable. It's not an easy road ahead.
Well, let's get to work then. We have a new diagnosis to address.
Hawks, just promise us you'll follow the right protocols next time. We have a patient to save.
Tracy, I finally found the right diagnosis for the patient.
That's great news, Hawks. Congratulations on figuring it out.
Well, it wouldn't have been such a mess if I didn't have a bunch of incompetent doctors on my team.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You're the one who made the wrong diagnosis in the first place.
Oh, well, I was just following the reports from my diagnostics team. They need to up their game.
Hawks, you can't shift the blame like that. You made the call and it was wrong.
It stands up abruptly. I don't have time for this. I have patients to see.